Hello, happy Monday evening to you. I haven't done a video in a little while, and I am back from a short little vacay. I went to, fuck was I? I was at some lake house, like a cabin thing, and I was near Rolla, Missouri, whatever. Anyway, I was like 20 miles south of Rolla, Missouri, and I went on this, I guess it's like a family vacation that this family my brother knows has gone on for like 20 or so years every year. And it's this massive house. It's outdated as hell. Like, they really need to put some money into this house. So old. Like, there was a trophy for tennis in the room that I stayed in from 1978. Everything in there looked like it was from at least 1978, probably older. But it was really cool. I took Friday off from work. I left from my office on Thursday evening, about 6 o'clock, and I hit the road, Jack. I dropped Dixie Girl off with some friends who watched her for me, and then me and my brother went out. We went to this really cool Irish pub that I love down there in Alton, Illinois. That's where I stopped at first. So Thursday when I got off work, I went down to my brother's house. We stayed the night at his place, and then Friday morning we got up and drove down to Rolla, which is only like 2.5 hours from my brother's place. And then I made him take me to this gay bar in downtown Alton, and it was really, really cool. It was interesting because it seemed like it was most of like, by looking at people, if I were to judge them by their appearance and their behavior, just observing them, it would seem like it was the majority of the people were like the misfits who didn't fit in. You know, it's a Thursday night and it's pretty dead downtown Alton on a Thursday night, whereas here in Champaign, it's just slammed all the time. Pretty much all year round, even with the students gone, it's insane downtown on a Thursday night. I think downtown Urbana is probably pretty busy too. Anyway, so it was pretty dead, and I was kind of surprised, but it just seemed like it was the misfits, like the people who were, had physical disabilities or just were kind of interesting looking. The odd couples, like I assume they were a couple. It was a female who was, I always get tripped up with the correct PC terminology, but I think they're still called butches. So she was a lesbian woman who was probably in her 40s, very short hair, had like the jean shorts on, with a t-shirt tucked in, and kind of, I don't know how to describe it other than to say she was probably a butch. And she was really friendly and really nice and really outgoing. It was karaoke night, and she was actually a lot of fun to watch with the karaoke. And then this larger woman walked in, an African woman, African American, whatever. A black lady came in, and she was pretty big. And those two, I guess, were, a couple. And they were cute, and they were lovey-dovey on each other, and, love is love, to each their own, right? And so then it was just a lot of different people. And it was even some people who I was really surprised to see in there. So it was a lot of fun. It was kind of a dive, but it was a really great time. I had a blast. I think it was called Bubby and Sissies in Alton, Illinois. So if you're ever in the area and you want to go to a pretty rad little place, I would suggest that. I did get out of the bartender. They have Tuesday nights, they have free dinner. I'm not sure what that consists of. Wednesday night is amateur drag queen night, so I'm sure that's a good time. Thursday nights, the night we were there, at 9:30 they have a karaoke contest every week, and then on Friday and Saturday nights of every week they have an actual drag queen show. Like, it's upstairs, and it's all bougie and fancy and neat. So there you go. There's a rundown on Bubby and Sissies. let's see, Friday morning we got up. We went to, we went ziplining. It was my second time ziplining, his too, and we did it together again on our little vacation. We went to Merrimack Caverns and did the caveman zipline. There's only 4 zips. There are 3 wooden ladders. A couple of the zips were not very long per se, but one of them you could get up to like 50 miles an hour. In the first and the very last zip were the longest. Like they took you all the way across the parking lot, all the way across the lake or the river, and up to the tower. It was really cool. So for 45 or 50 bucks, you know, you have a pretty good time. You're out there for like an hour or something. They're very professional. They're funny. They like to make jokes. You see my cat back there? So anyway, it was really a fun time. I think it was worth the 40 some bucks, and they had like a 2 for $20 on t-shirts. So me and the brother, we both got a t-shirt. So that was a good time. And then we headed to Rolla. We went to Walmart, where I saw for the first time in my entire life a Walmart that had every single lane lit up. They're all lit up. I Snapchatted that shit. So if you don't follow me on Snapchat, you should. I'm Sue Nichols. I am Sue Nichols. Maybe I'll even post it to my Facebook page here. Every single one of them, even the self-checkouts. I've never in my life seen a Walmart, a Target, a Meijer. Nobody ever has all of their lanes all lit up and ready to go. But they only had like 13 or 12 lanes or something like that. So whereas like the ones here where I live, they all have like at least 20 lanes. So they're making some super bank in Rolla, Missouri. Let's see. Then we headed out to the lake. I had no cell service. I had a great time. I didn't get to go boating or anything. The pontoon boat is old as hell and it was broken, of course. Some canoes were down there, but some of them had water in them, so I didn't really want to get on that. So I ran a little bit around the lake a couple times just to get a workout. I caught a whole bunch of fish, and I think I posted my stringer of fish that I kept. Now, I will say that I don't eat fish. I think it stinks like hell, and the smell of seafood alone makes my stomach turn and I want to throw up. So if you're with me, don't order fish or seafood. I will kill you. But this lake or pond, whatever it's technically called, it's really, really overpopulated with bluegill. So one of the guys there, who was part of the family that stays there every year, he saw me just like hammering the fish. I mean, they were just coming in one after another after another. And he said, even if they're too small to keep, he said, just keep them anyway so they can cut them up and use them for catfish bait. Because the pond, and I've heard this about a couple other lakes and ponds that I've fished at that friends have owned or whatever, they just get so overpopulated with bluegill. And if you don't have people out there, especially if it's a private lake like this, if you don't have people out there fishing them and pulling stuff out, they just keep reproducing in there. And then they run out of space, and you can have like a dead loss. You can have the fish won't get very big because they're just packed in there and there's not like room for them to grow. It's like a bonsai tree. You keep it in a small plant so its roots can't grow and it'll stay small. It's kind of like a fish. If you, or a lake, however you want to word it. If you have so many fish just all jam-packed in there, there's no room for them to grow. They keep multiplying and multiplying, and then some are going to die off, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so for the first time in my life, I kept fish. No, I don't think that's true. I think it's true. I don't know. Anyway, I caught probably 15 or so fish Saturday evening, but I only strung up like 6. I felt really bad. I'm not one that likes to kill anything. So I didn't have to clean them. I didn't deal with any of it. I just pulled them up out of the water and I hauled them into the lodge, and somebody else handled that shit for me. I got home yesterday kind of late in the evening. I'm still pretty tired. It was a really long weekend. A lot of heat, a lot of fishing, a lot of just being out in the sun, trying to chill. I was around a bunch of people that I've known who they are for many, many years, but I don't know them. Like, they're not people that I can really relax around and be myself around, because I really don't know them. So, but it was good. I was with my brother, and I was, you know, leaving him to be with his friends and do his thing with them, and I wanted him to be comfortable with his people and feel good about that. So, you know, it was a good time. I don't need to be up his ass. Sorry. I'm tired. And he doesn't need to be up mine, so it was a good time. I got a lot of really nice pictures. I haven't gone through all of them that are on my Nikon yet, but I will. I will get to it. I will not probably share them on this Facebook page, though. I have a photography page. I think I shared the link yesterday. So I have a photography page that I will put those on. I do a couple teasers here and there just to see if anybody wants to, you know, go over to my Lost Trekker photography page. I also am on Twitter and Instagram with my photography. So anyway, that's it. This week is exciting. I have a date Wednesday. I have a date. I'm actually looking forward to this date. I usually don't. I usually dread dates, and I just think, I don't want to fucking go. It's just gonna be another bullshit, like, hour out of my life of talking about shit I don't give a damn about, and I'm not gonna want to talk to them ever again, and I'm gonna start ignoring their texts and being the bitch that, whatever. But this one I'm actually really, really, really looking forward to, so that's exciting. That's really about it. My tattoo is healing. It's still healing. It's about a week and a half old. I have some little spots here that are troublesome and extremely itchy, and I just want to scratch it. But you know, I can't do that because my shit will be bleeding everywhere. I have been keeping vitamin E oil on it. I just got this one. This is 12,000 IUs. This is a Family Dollar version of vitamin E that my friend Chantrice gave me for my sunburn 3.5 weeks ago, which has worked amazing. I have learned to keep this all over my body. And then the other day I bought this one. I'm doing the makeup thing, but I think you can see through it. Anyway, this is just some Walmart shit. It's Cocoa Divine Body Oil Gel. I put this on today. It's actually pretty nice, but I don't think it's like a healing kind of a gel. So I've been trying to keep the vitamin E up here and the vitamin E where I'm burnt. But just to keep my legs, you know, nice and shiny and smooth and stuff. I put the Cocoa Divine Body Oil Gel on today. So I'm still pretty soft. It's really nice. It's amazing. What lotion doesn't do for your skin, that's garbage. Yeah. And this oil is amazing. So I think I'm just going to stick with the oil from now on. I can even put a little on my face. And since it's not the vitamin E oil, since it's not like a refined whatever kind of oil, it doesn't make me break out or anything. So that's super great. Anyway, I'm really tired. I do want to thank everybody, as per usual, for following me, for liking my stuff, for sharing my stuff, and for all the wonderful comments that I appreciate very, very much. But I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, to you. Thanks for keeping up with me and what little bit of my life I share on here. I wish all of my days were as exciting as my time on Facebook and sharing with all of you. But 10 hours out of the day, I am slammed, stressed, strapped to my cubicle with my monitors and my emails and everybody coming at me from every direction. Don't be nasty. Just wanting a piece of me all day. Don't be nasty. And so it's really refreshing to kind of break away from the seriousness of my life, which is most of my life. It's just so serious all the time. So when I do get to be away from that and away from all the seriousness of my life, I tend to be a little goofy, sometimes a little too goofy. So sometimes I'll post some really funny, stupid stuff, and sometimes I'll just post some basic, normal shit. I did post tonight a few articles that I thought were interesting reads. One has to do with Airbnb, another has to do with like 3 LGBTQ, blah, 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 I don't know what else, proposals that were done in London. Those are actually really cute stories. So hopefully you're open-minded. If you are following me, you should be open-minded, because I've said many times on here, I love everybody. I'm not one or the other. So I will post things like that. And if you don't like that, you know, that's fine. Just skip on by it. You don't have to be nasty or unfollow me. No one has done that yet that I know of, so I appreciate that very much. And if you do have something positive to say about it, then feel free to post, you know. I try to post things that will appeal to many types of people with many interests from many backgrounds and blah, blah, blah. So, but mostly, this is my page and I post things that are interesting to me. And if you just so happen to like them also, then right on. So anyway, I'm tired. It's getting late. It's almost midnight here. I'm really, really sleepy. I've got a pretty big week ahead of me this week. So again, thanks everybody for following. Thanks for watching. I love you all very much. Finish him. Okay, now, bye-bye.